I'm back. Want to show you my latest painting. It's an oil painting. If I can't get it all in the picture at once, but you get the idea. And I want to show you something else I thought up. Now, I prefer oil painting, but I've been trying to learn to do watercolor. Last video, I made this watercolor block, and it's been working fairly well. But as I work on it, as I take them off, I end up with all these bits of paper that I've done paintings on. Now what to do? And I also got a bunch of scrap cloth given to me, so I got this idea. I looked online to see if anybody else was doing something like this, because maybe I could learn something, but turns out nobody is. And now I see why. It's very difficult to do properly. There's nothing straight in here. Everything's crooked. But I think it's still a good idea, and I'm going to work on it some more. I just gathered up the things that I'd been doodling, painting, bits and scraps, and I stuck them together in this little booklet with the scraps of cloth. And it's got some pluses. I'll say the negatives first. Because of the cloth, everything gives, so nothing stays where it's supposed to be. And I should have made the covers bigger, because of course everything's sticking out. This is just a prototype, really. I wanted to see if it could be done. And I think the capacity would be 16 pages. This is a watercolor I did from a photo that I took a couple of years ago when the first snow came and the leaves were still on the trees. This building just got taken down this year, which is really sad. Disappeared in about a week. These are my mom's hands, and since I'm a grandma, this is one of my grandchildren, and that's my husband. Anyway, I just gathered them all up in here, and maybe I should have waited until I was successful to show it to you. What I like is because I can still add more pages as I go, and there was another plus. I have pages for pen and ink that I can still doodle in it. I guess there aren't very many more pluses. There is a limit to how many pages it will hold. But anyway, it was just an experiment. I should read you the poem I wrote in it. I just did this today. Well, I made the whole book today. All but blind in his chambered hole gropes for worms the four-clawed mole. All but blind in the evening sky the hooded bat twirls softly by. All but blind in the burning day the barn owl blunders on her way. And blind as are these three to me, so blind to someone I must be. That's a Walter de la Mare poem, and it made me think of the verse that I read today in the Bible. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. I know this is pretty shabby looking, but one day, who knows, I might make one that turns out good. If I do, I'll probably put it on my YouTube video. Thanks for watching.